Hello YouTube, Andrew here. Today I'm going to be doing a video about my favourite new console generation games. Well, I say new generation, what I'm really meaning is PlayStation 2 onwards, and ones that I own, and at the moment I'm very much into at the moment as well. I thought I'll do this because I've been buying a game. I bought a game and I've really gotten into it, and then I just thought, what about other games that from this, like, which I'm really into at the moment, which are, like, from the PS2 genre up to Wii, 360, PS3 genre. So I'm gonna go through some, explain why I like them, and yeah, if you have any suggestions for me, leave me in the comments below. Okay, first thing that I'm going to talk about, you've heard me talk about this loads. I'm in love with this game on the Wii. It's one of the worthwhile titles. The Last Story. Music by Nobuo Uematsu. Sorry if I've offended anyone. And this is just one of the best JRPGs that I've ever played. Really fluid combat. Problem is with the Wii, we're being underpowered. Sometimes it does freeze up. I managed to combat that by getting a newer one, getting one of the new Wii's. But this, definitely a must get if you can get your hands on it. And again, like I said in previous videos, it's the sound of it. It's very unique. Normally you play a game like this, and without having English dubbing, normally you think, oh, it's American. No, English. Mainly all English actors. So it's very unique, and it's not like normal English actors. It's very regional. So I think English people find this quite amusing. Okay. Next game that I'm going to talk about is obviously huge. It's not underrated, and I think everyone knows about it, and that is Kingdom Hearts, made by Squaresoft. This game, Disney, Final Fantasy, slap it together, make it an action RPG. Amazing, just amazing. What I like, again, storyline amazing. The new ones, the remakes that have been coming out for, like, the 3DS and all that, just terrible. Just get Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and really look forward to playing number 3 on the PS3. And I advise everyone to get that when they can, when it comes out. So this, worthwhile game to buy. Okay, next game, another RPG. I love my RPGs, as you can tell. And this is Eternal Sonata. This was one of the first games I ever got on the Xbox 360. Case is knackered, unfortunately. I'm gutted about that. Due to transporting it from England to the Netherlands, it got a bit damaged. This game, though, it was so unique at the time, and all the music is based on Frederick Chopin's, who was like a famous composer from Poland, and you've actually found out a lot of the history about Frederick Chopin in this game as well. It's very unique. Every character is based on musical name, a name to do with music. The artwork in this is like watercolor. Think of if you've ever played Valkyrie Chronicles or any of the other more underrated RPGs. It's very much in that style, and it has a greater combat system which works on light and dark. So if you get into the shadow, it changes your attack from dark to dark, from light, and it's very interesting. Storyline is fantastic. I've played through this about 7 or 8 times since first got my Xbox, and it's worthwhile getting. Next one I want to talk about is on the PS3. Is Star Ocean: The Last Up. You can also get this on the Xbox 360 as well. This game is a great add-on to the Star Ocean franchise on the PS1. I recommend getting it. It's one of the very few titles which Square Enix have actually done a good job on. Because Square Enix recently have just been terrible. This again is your mainly your turn. It's more turn-based, so more traditional, but the game looks beautiful. This is kind of like saying, look what we can do, and it's a shame that Square Enix also brought out Final Fantasy 13 because that is just terrible. But that game, worthwhile getting. Next game I want to talk about is on the original Xbox. You can also get it on the PS2. but I got it on the original Xbox because it had the 4 ports built in for the control pads, and this on 4-player brings back so many memories, and it just reminds me straight away of GoldenEye, mainly because it was made by Rare. Yeah, makers from GoldenEye make this. This is Time Splitters 2, this one. I don't have the first one, but I've got this one and Future Perfect. This game is one of the best first-person shooters I've ever played. Hands down, one of the best. And it's so fun, it's unique, it's quirky, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and the multiplayer is some of the best that you can get on the console. And compared to like the new stuff, like everyone's like, "Oh, Modern Warfare is amazing, oh, Call of Duty, Battlefield," this beats that because it's just fun. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's a laugh. I mean, you get to play as a monkey with a machine gun. Come on, that is hilarious. Next one I want to talk about is the new game that I got. It's a fighting game, and never really much about it. Just got it on impulse today, more or less. And this is ps2 Continuous Shift. I did a bit of research on it, and it seemed like a very nice, 2D fighting game. And it's not. I thought it'd be alright. Got like €10. And this seems to have 2 stories in. You get 2 story modes, and also every character has an individual story which you can play through as well. So I think you've got something like nearly 20 different stories and loads of unlockables. It's quirky, it's different. Also, they've made the fighting a bit easier. If you hold down the second right analog, the second right trigger, so L1 or RT, R2 or RT even, this will then use the directional on your right analog stick. You do your super duper special moves when you fill your bar up, and it's very animated, it's very quirky, and again, it's actually got some pretty foul language in it as well, to be honest, which seems quite unique. And I'm not a big fan of Street Fighters stuff. I think they've gone a bit boring, and Tekken not really my cup of tea. So I always look for these unique ones. I'm a real big fan of the SNK games, and this is, if you like the SNK style fighting games, you'll like this. It is very cool, very unique, and I recommend getting your hands on it. This is ps2 Continuum Shift Extended. I got the extended because I thought, it'll have more characters, obviously. And according to this, new modes, new characters. So you have 19 characters in all, plus 2 story modes, plus 2 extras. And yeah, and it's all Japanese anime as well, which is very, very cool. Next 2 games I want to talk about are also on the ps3. And they are Yakuza 4. This, I love the Yakuza franchise. I've got Yakuza 1. I haven't played Yakuza 2, but I've played Yakuza 3. Not the spin-off, but Yakuza 4. This I like because I got the first Yakuza when I got, and I loved Shenmue so much. This is practically anyone who loves Shenmue will love this game. It's a bit more arcadey, but it's very story driven. The fighting style is a bit more arcadey, and to be honest, it's better than Shenmue fighting. Story ain't as good. It can get very confusing, but you can sink so many hours in this. And Yakuza 4, his first Yakuza game to put games in the games. Like you remember on Shenmue, you could play Hang On and all that, full games. You can do that on this. So I recommend everyone come out, get into the Yakuza series, give it a chance, give Sega a chance. I know they've got a bad reputation recently with what they've been doing, but give them a chance. Last but not least, another game that you've heard me go on about before, one that I've got and I thought was so unique, and I have to mention it again, is Lollipop Chainsaw on the ps3. I got this dirt cheap, €2.50, and zombies, chainsaws, cheerleader. And it's so over the top. All the bad guys based on genres of music. So you've got like a punk version, and you've got a hippie, you've got a disco, you've got death metal, and I don't want to ruin it for you, so I won't tell you what the last boss is, but it is very amusing. And it always makes me laugh. I've played through this now about 3 or 4 times, and every time I'm laughing. It's so funny. It's got great actors in it doing the voice acting, great communication between them, so it doesn't sound phoned in. So you can get really into the story quite easy, and the ending is hilarious. And also, it's got some of the best end credits that I've actually played through. Well, I say played through, because what it is, you've got all your characters, and then you're just making them jump around this round circle thing, like a Little Big Planet circle thing. It's so unique and so get it, just get it. You just can't. I can't even describe it properly because it's so out there. Also, nothing to note, the music is amazing. I mean, fighting a boss to Dragon Force is kind of cool. Okay, that's me done. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I won't be doing a video now for thinking of 2 or 3 weeks because we're moving into a new house and all my stuff is here. I might do one just before we leave. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing consoles that I own. Kind of talking what's my favourite one, what are my first memories of them. I've been thinking about that, but I don't know yet. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. And thank you.